This video is an explanation of what needs to be done for the week of April 18th through the 24th. If you log into D2L and click on Content, you will see under Unit 10, Lessons 46 through 50. If you click on each of the lessons, you will find information on the goals for that lesson as well as an example for the lesson. So be sure you read through each of the lessons before beginning them in GDP. Okay, now I'll go over a few of the main points of each of the lessons. If you look on my screen, I have a copy of what lesson 4613 should look like. So in lesson 46, what you're doing is a left-bound business report. So left-bound tells me that the left margin is going to be 1.5 instead of 1. The reason for this is because it's going to be put in a bound left-bound notebook that you might pick up at Office Depot. This is a business report, which means it's single-spaced. So you want to be sure and set for single spacing to begin with. 0 points before and after, and single. If you don't change the 0 before and after, you'll have inconsistent spacing after your title, so be sure you do that. This one also has a long quote in the middle of it. To achieve this, you can go into the paragraph dialog box, or you can set it right here under layout, left, 0.5. Notice the remaining are all at 0. It also includes footnotes. To add a footnote, when it tells you to add the one, like you do right here, you would just click and insert and go to footnotes. Actually, it should be under references, insert footnote. And when you do that, it'll put the one there for you automatically, and it will also jump your cursor down to the bottom of the page where you will type the information in for the footnote. Notice that footnotes do not need to be indented because the paragraphs in this business report are not indented. And that's lesson 46. Lesson 47 is an academic report, and it's practicing. First of all, your paragraphing should be 0 and 0 before and after spacing, and then double spacing. So be sure you set that to begin with for consistency between your paragraphs and your titles. Notice there's no gaps or extra spaces before the subheadings and the titles. You do number your pages, so be sure that you go to insert and add page number. In this case, you're also naming the brief and title of the report that you're doing. The second page should also, or in this case, the fourth page, should also be with a heading. Okay, the next one is lesson 47. This one is pages 1 and 2 of an academic report. Usually on page 1 of an academic report, there will be a double-spaced heading, in this case with the person's name, the professor's name, the name of the course, and the date it was submitted. Be sure that you include 2016 in this. So you change that hyphen hyphen. In your textbook, it would be hyphen hyphen to 16. Indented paragraphs, double-spaced report, and the page number and the student's name is also on page 2. Normally, we do not put a page number on page 1, but in this particular case, they did. You could choose different first page, and it would take it off of page 1 if it says not to put one on page 1. The next one is lesson 48. No, that was 48. So lesson 49. I must have closed it. Sorry, let me open that one again. There we go. 49 is a bibliography. They are single spaced with a blank space in between each one. They also include a hanging indent. So you can do this on your home tab with the paragraph dialog box open, change to hanging indent. It's a special indent that's used mostly, primarily for bibliographies and works cited. It's left margin is, or the first line is at the left margin, and the second and succeeding lines are what's indented. So it's kind of like a backwards indent. So be sure that you set that. You won't have to hit enter at the end of each until you finish the entry for that particular resource. Okay, the next one is lesson 50. And in this lesson, you'll do two things. Looks like I may have closed. No, there it is. You'll do a title page. So be sure you follow the instructions exactly as to how many to return so that you can get it centered on the page in 3 different groups of information. Then you'll also do a table of contents in which you'll need to set tabs. So to do that, you can go to your paragraph and click on tabs. And the tabs are set in this particular one at 0.5, and that was a left-bound tab with no leader, and that's where you type ancient history, last, those lines. And then you also have a tab at 6.5, which is at the right margin, and you have it right aligned. This is for the page numbers with a leader set. Do not type the periods, that's incorrect. You need to set a leader tab so that it will do it consistently. Then when you're finished, once you've set those, all you'll have to do is press the tab key and it will move over there and put your page number. It should only be on one page. Notice the spacing before those that are indented. Be sure you ask questions as needed. End of this video.